in this series. It's called drop servicing. And if you haven't heard about drop servicing, you've likely heard about drop shipping, right? This is the business model where you find a supplier for a specific product, right? And you take care of the marketing and selling, and they take care of the making and shipping of that product. So if you are somebody that's good at marketing and good at selling and you understand content, drop servicing is a great business model for you to check out, because all you're doing is you're finding third parties that can deliver a service, and what you're doing is you're utilizing the internet, social media, ads to market and sell that product at a markup. You take the profit and then you just redirect the customers toward that third party that will fulfill that service. So that's drop servicing. Now, if we go over here to Discover and we just look up cleaning, you'll see that there are a lot of people teaching others how to start this type of business. Why? Because not a lot of people actually know about this, and it's a very profitable type of business, because guess what? Everybody needs services. So, what types of services can you deliver with a drop servicing business? Well, really, your imagination is the limit here. You could do home cleanings, right? You could find people, let's say I live here in New York, people in New York that can clean apartments, and then you create marketing campaigns to find customers for those people. So that's one type of business. You could also find people that come and take your clothes to the dry cleaner. You could find people that go grocery shopping for you on a weekly basis. You could find another great one that's an interesting one that I've seen. This one was actually started by somebody here at Whop. Is they essentially started a VA drop servicing business where they found a bunch of VAs, and then they started marketing the fact that, hey, do you need a VA? You can get a VA here for this amount of money, and they took a profit on that, and they didn't have to do anything besides selling the VA services. But if we go over here to cleaning, what I want to show you is that there are not a lot of people drop servicing services. So if we go to groceries, again, I think this is more business model oriented. If we go to VAs, I'm sure we'll probably find something here on VAs. So this is actually the agency that I was telling you about by one of our teammates, but there's not a lot of this, which again, this means that there's an opportunity. There's a lot of demand and not a lot of supply. So if you create a drop servicing business, guess where all the demand's going to flow to? You, right? So let's go ahead and actually create a drop servicing business. So we'll just create this on the fly. So we're going to go to dashboard and we're going to create a new WAP. And let's pick one. Let's do a home cleaning, right? So a home cleaning, and then I would probably pick a city. Home cleaning in New York City. Continue, and then get your home cleaned once a week by a professional cleaner. Amazing. So we can click continue, and this is going to build the WAP. So the first thing that I would do is add our apps. So let's see, what apps could we have for something like this? I would probably create an announcements app so I can keep my customers in the loop about certain things. For example, like let's say the holidays are coming up and most of our cleaners are not going to be available, right? So holiday update, I would probably put that here, right? And hey, our cleaners are not going to be available between these dates, so make sure to schedule your cleaning around this time. Cool. So I would do that. I would then come over here and I would add a new app. So I would probably add the Forms app, and I would make this around share your clean home. Right? So this would be a space where people can share pictures of their clean home. And so I actually don't love the name of this app, so I'm just going to change it to before and afters. And this is a great idea because I can actually, when people post pictures of their apartments before and after, right, I can utilize that as marketing. That's free content. And before and afters are such a good way to market a business. And as a part of this, you might, as a part of your value proposition, you might have a small course that teaches people, I don't know, I'm getting creative with this, how to organize their apartment, right? Like basic organization techniques, such as like, hey, you should have a place where you put something, right? Otherwise, stuff's going to be all over the place. So every item needs a place. And maybe you could have a course on that, right? So let's say, again, I'm getting creative here and creating this on the fly, but I would add a course here. This is going to be a bonus that people get. It's going to be called Tidy Up Your Home. And then now let's get into the services part. I'm going to add an other app. We'll probably add in a scheduling. Well, I'm going to do the help desk, right? This is going to be a place where people can go ahead and submit, hey, cleaner came through, didn't clean up well enough, and we need another cleaner to come through. So I'll add the help desk here, and I'll just add a couple questions. So name, let's say address, and issue. Then people can come in and they can submit their issues here. And I would probably just change this. Help this is not very intuitive, but I would just say get help. Or like the cleaner didn't show up, right? Like rather than having your customers email you, text you, call you, and having to deal with support requests all over the place, now you have a central place where you can deal with whatever issues come through. So we have announcements. We have, I'm just going to call this, I don't love this. We'll call this Tidy Course. And so we have announcements, Tidy Course, Tidy Up Your Home. The last thing that we need when it comes to apps is a simple way to have people schedule their cleaning. So we're going to go over here to the one-on-one coaching calls app. And while we're not going to be doing coaching calls for this application will allow people to schedule their next visit. So I would say, schedule your next visit, and I would configure this in this way. So then we'll make this 90 minutes, and we could make it so they pay on here. We could make this a free community where anybody can join and just book the service here, or we could just charge a monthly fee, which is kind of what I'm leaning toward, right? Just a monthly fee, and the monthly fee will have somebody come in 4 times per week. So I'm not gonna charge for this. I'll just add this here, and again, I would have to connect the calendar, but I'm not currently gonna do that. And then on the back end, every time somebody schedules, you can just have the person that fulfills this take care of that cleaning. So I would probably order them in this way: announcements, schedule your next visit, before and afters, tidy up your home course, and then get help. Cool. So we have this ready. And I always like to make communities a little fun. So the last thing that I'm going to add here is just going to be the Whop Wheel. And the Whop Wheel allows your customers to come in here and spin and win prices. And what I would do for this one is I would just go over my prices. I would add special prices like get 1 month free, get a free cleaning session, maybe get organizers for your home, whatever, right? You can get creative with this. But cool, we essentially have a place where people can come in and they can engage with our community. They can book their not one-on-one coaching calls. I would, again, change the title for this. So let's just go over here. And rather than one-on-one coaching calls, again, I would call that a schedule your next visit. And then before and afters, I would probably write a pin post here showing them, hey, here's what this is for. Upload your before and afters, and maybe like we'll pick the best each month, and you'll get a free month. This is going to incentivize people to share their before and afters. Tidy up your home course, get help if they're experiencing any issues, and the Whop Wheel. Amazing. So last thing we need to do is set up our store page. So First thing I would do is upload a picture here, such as get your home clean by a professional cleaner once a week. I would probably put that here. Then I would do before and afters. Then I would come over here and describe how your Whop's gonna help customers. So let's go ahead and edit those details. For this one, I would say something like transform your home weekly with New York City's top cleaning services. And then I would add some specifics such as sparkling clean, there's just sparkling kitchens, spotless floors, and fresh vibes without lifting a finger. Something like this. Category, I don't think there's a cleaning category, maybe services, let's see. Nope, so I would just not put a category here. And then essentially for this, I would say either order now and good. I would click save on here. And then I would make sure that these apps have different app descriptions, right? Then these are the default app descriptions. You want to always make sure that you change these and make it so these sell the actual service that you're selling. So, for example, for announcements, I would say something like stay up to date with cleaning schedules. Stay up to date let's just do this with holiday schedules and special announcements here. Cool. And then maybe for like the Whop Wheel, spin for a chance to win free cleaning sessions. Right? And for get help, I would probably do something like cool. So again, I would make sure that all of these are good. When it comes to this, you'd probably not do it under your personal account. You'd probably do it under some sort of business account, such as like cleaning services or New York City cleaning services LLC or whatever. You can add that here. Then for the creator details, talk about again how many homes have you cleaned, top rated, over I don't know, over 5,000 homes trust us with their weekly cleaning. And then who this is for. Here you can add a persona such as busy professionals, and you can add a description for this, right? And you can say moms that want more time to themselves. And then you can add a description for that. And you can say, let's see, who else could do this? People who hate cleaning but love a clean home. Then again, you add a description for this, save. Cool. And then just make sure that you have as many as possible here. Add your pricing. Again, for this, if I was actually starting this business, I know in New York City, you're usually paying around $100 for these types of services per a person coming in. So probably try to market it out of markup, make this a little bit premium. Again, this is where making this Whop, adding stuff to it's going to really help and potentially building a community around it. So I would probably price this. I would go for people that can afford something around like $750 a month, right? Which in New York, like that's very doable. Like $750 to $1,000 a month. Somebody comes to your house, cleans everything. So go over here to pricing, add my pricing option. Let's say $1,000 a month. I'd connect my bank account, Stripe, all that. Then the different benefits, right? So for example, like clean home, no effort. And you can add as many benefits as you want to. And then frequently asked questions, right? Such as a, I don't know, a what happens if I am not satisfied with the cleaning session? Then you can answer that. Will send another person at no additional cost until you're happy, right? Something like this. So you want to add as many FAQs that answer all the questions somebody might have. And then once your Whop goes live, get as many reviews as possible. And just like that, we just created a drop servicing business again in 10 to 15 minutes. So this is drop servicing. I want to show you how to create an actual business on Whop for a drop servicing business. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.